Hello everybody and welcome back to Wexcombe Manor Farm. I have just bought this amazing machine, the Profi Hopper, which is actually originally from FS13. Yes, it is an incredible device. It is so good. It's going to mow our garden around our house. A few people have actually mentioned before that it does need to be cut, so that is why I've bought it. The tractor wouldn't really fit in the garden, so having this is going to be the next best thing. Actually, really, the size of the lawn that we have, we would be okay with just a push mower, but I don't think there is a push mower for 17. There are many for FS15, and in fact there were quite a few strimmers as well, or weed whackers as you may call them. But no, this is going to be pretty fun, except for the very long journey over there. We probably should have used some form of transport trailer. And it seems to have a massive beacon. That is huge. If we turn around here, whoa, look at the size of that. But what we can do with the grass clippings is probably use it as feed. So we have had to buy this, obviously. It's not just been given to us. It was quite expensive. But no, we'll soon have our money because the silage is fermenting. In fact, it's probably very close to being ready, but not just yet. When it is ready, I will sell it all, and then I should probably just mention this. There is a placeable silage sell point which I might try out. Love the idea of it. Plus it will make it more realistic than just sort of randomly saying, oh, it's just suddenly sold overnight and then we have loads of money. So yeah, the placeable silage sell point could be in the next episode, which will be on Sunday. Ooh, beacon. Yeah, but it's going to be just two episodes a week now of Wexcombe Manor Farm. Reason for this is so I can squeeze in the multiplayer videos, but there still won't be loads of multiplayer videos, just a few. Let the mowing begin. There is a very big gate around the side, but I want to see if it will actually fit through here. Oh, it does. Right, so this is our garden, just here, our lawn. As you can see, it hasn't been cut for an incredibly long time, so really to get this done. Is that working? Hopefully. Yeah, I think it should collect. Let's just see. Okay, so it looks like it isn't actually collecting. I am aware of this mod actually being updated at some point to have the collecting system work. I thought this was the version where it did work, but obviously not. But it doesn't really matter. It's still mowing the grass, which is good. Just at the moment we can't actually collect the grass for feed. Right, let's go up the side of the wall here. Surprisingly, it isn't a very wide cut, even though it's a pretty big and expensive machine. But it takes the strain off us having to push and mow about. It's incredibly quite bumpy, this garden. We will do the bit down there as well. But no, this whole video isn't going to be just me mowing the grass. This is just the starting off thing. Because it's actually incredible how many people have requested for me to get this mower and cut the grass with it. But it is a shame it isn't collecting. That would have been very good. I think we'll turn the beacon off. It is slightly dazzling. Our wood burner is there. All of the wood is now burnt, so if we do need to burn anything else for quick money, we can just simply go and cut a tree down. And we'll get quite a bit of money from the wood, even though it is pretty unrealistic, the amount of money you do get. But it's something different, and honestly, we kind of do need the money. So I'm going to do the rest off screen, and then I'll show you the finished result in a minute or two. It's even growing through the slide. Wow. This is a very badly maintained garden. Right, so that's most of it done. I've just discovered another piece of wood, which we can sell. There's a bit back there which we've done. And now just a tiny bit down the side of the house. And that'll be our grass mowed for probably another 3 years. Oh yes, we don't mow it too often. There we go. Brilliant. Now I don't think we've got an actual shed which we can get this machine into. We probably shouldn't leave it outside, that would be very bad. Let's just sell this first of all. We'll probably have to put it in the farm, in one of the farm sheds. Don't know how much money we got for that, but it should tell us in a second once it's processed it. The money usually goes up straight away. So yeah, that is a pretty good mod, but it does need to have some modifications because £801. Because yes, it's not fully operational. Some of the animation isn't working as it should do. Plus the beacon is massive, but on the whole, it's okay. So yeah, let's just go and take this around here. We'll put it in a shed somewhere. I wonder how the cows are getting on. They should be okay because just in the previous episode I gave them their grass, which is plenty for them to eat. They don't have the power food, so the power food does need to be done. But obviously we can't do that without the silage. There is one other job we do need to do desperately. It's not much of a job, but we do need to take the combine harvester out of the field, out of the cow field, because the cows are feasting on the hydraulic lines. Yeah, let's just put this in here. There probably is a better place for it, but this will do. Good. Okay, so let's just run over here. Oh, I've left the gate open again. That is a bad habit to get into. Got some manure spawning here. And yes, there is the combine, along with some cows. Hello cows. Any water for you? That's looking pretty empty. That's the feed trough. We should fill the feed trough up if we can do. Usually, it is just the grass which goes in there. Something else we'll be doing in the next episode is harvesting the potatoes, because they are very close to being ready. In fact, they could be. Let's just see. Yeah, looking over the fence there, or the hedge there, we can see that they are looking fairly ripe. So if we just quickly... Yes, they are ready. But obviously we can't do that until we've got the money. We need to sell the silage first to be able to afford the harvester. So it's just a few odd jobs today. Now where should we put this? I don't know. Maybe at the top. It can't be in the way of the silage pit though. Yeah, I think just up here. So many people still saying get the animal table manners mod to stop the feed from spilling everywhere. I sort of am for it. It's just that would mean we don't have to clean them out at all. Like nothing at all. Which would be a bit too easy. So I'm still thinking about it. I really don't know. The silage is still fermenting. Apparently we have more silage on this map than we do on Cobra Park Farm. 58%. So it'll be tomorrow in game when it is ready. We'll shut the gate, but first of all we'll give them some feed if it will work. I'm guessing it will work. And yeah, this tractor and trailer does need to be moved as well. Now I get many questions all the time, because I always say this. I say we better shut the gate in case the pigs or the cows escape. And then I get tons of questions saying, do they actually escape? Well, the truth is they don't. They can't escape. It would be good if they could, just for realism's sake. But no, I just do it to make it feel more realistic. You don't have to shut the gate. It's just it would feel a bit weird not doing. Now, I think it's full up from this side back here. Okay, it took a bit, but then it decided to stop. Interesting. That is strange, I don't know. They have got food anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. Wow, that is a very orangey looking map. That means that every field is ready to harvest. Like everything. Which means we have field number 3, which can be done. Field number 15 with field number 10. We probably should get the combine out. It's just, these fields are so big, we're not really going to finish it today. I don't know. Anyway, let's just, let's stop messing about here. clearly isn't going to work. We'll put this away. Shut the gate, mustn't forget to do that. Yeah, maybe we should then. If we start a harvest, just a quick one, then we'll finish it next time and then move on to either silage selling or potato harvesting. It would most likely be silage selling first. That gate is shut. Good. Let's shut this gate as well. And then I think we'll head up to field number 3. Providing that isn't the field which we did the baling in, because those bales are still stuck in there. This is the best thing to do while we wait for the silage pit to open again. But yeah, these fields are just so big. Also, the hay bales can be moved. They're in that field just over there. You can just see them above the trees. So yeah, there's lots of odd jobs to do. Okay, so it's turned out that we got to the field and it is actually a field of maize. I should have checked this first of all. So for the time being, we're not going to do a harvest here. Instead, what I'm going to do is I am going to go and move those hay bales. It's a very good opportunity for it. We will just slow down time because I don't want it to go too dark. And as this tractor is already attached to the trailer, this is going to be a good time to do it. This, although it may look like it, this is not the trailer which has the auto loading built into it. So we are going to have to stack it manually. And to do this, I am going to use either the Manitou or the Fendt. The Manitou is here and the Fendt is there. That's got pallet tines on. So, yeah, the Fendt has got that attachment over there. So yeah, although the Fendt is a little bit too small for this job, we are going to use it. You can actually use pallet forks, it does work just as well. And the last time I did this I had to use a rear weight because it was very light at the back. Those bales are pretty heavy, those square ones. So we're going to have to try and find a weight somewhere. I did initially have a green weight which is exactly the same as the tractor, the same colour. But that didn't really go down too well with most people. It was a little bit ugly. There we go, got one in there. So let's just move it out of the way. We do have IC. I probably should use the interactive control a little bit more. Yes, I don't know if we can squeeze in that gap there. Let's just see. I don't want to hit the bale shredder. Oh, we're doing alright. Okay, so off we go. I did look and see how many bales we actually had, but I have forgotten. So we're going to have to go and count them. It wasn't too many. Yeah, so I see. That is the interactive control. Let's open the rear window for a bit of fresh air. I think the front windscreen opens as well. It's a shame it is going quite so dark. It's very dusk. We will do a harvesting session, combine harvesting session, very soon. It will probably be on the old stream farm. That's never going to get through here. Don't even try, don't smash my trailer. Yeah, because the old stream farm definitely needs to have some harvesting done on it. Let's go and position this in a good place. And there is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 by the look of it. Might have missed one, but it looks like about 12. Maybe actually if we put this in the middle of the field, that'll speed the process up instead of having to carry the bales a long way. So if we position it about here, should be good. Back to the Fendt, and we'll begin loading. Gonna do it 2 or 3 high. Probably 3. It just depends what this thing can pick up. I should think what will happen is we'll be stacking them in twos and then putting another one on top. Right, so here we go. The first two. It doesn't have to be perfect. Gonna need some lights on. Now this is the time when I usually push the other bales off the other side. As hilarious as it might be, I don't want to be doing it. Right, that is 4. Still quite a few. Maybe we should just do it too high and then fill the trailer, keep it nice and even. Now, I'm pretty good at doing it from out of cab view, but in cab view this is going to be a fail. Let's just see if I can actually stack too high and then put it on a trailer without coming out of cab view. It's going to be highly unlikely. Must be pretty hard to do. Oh, you see, getting it lined up is tough. No, it's 2, but it's not very straight. So then we've got to get it as close to the other bales as possible, which again is quite tricky. We could actually strap those other 2 on, because if I nudge them, they might move. Now, I don't know how well on they are, but we will check. Let's just see. Yep, as predicted. You see what the difference is? Out of cab view, where I can see what I'm doing, and in cab view. It's not terrible, but that would not want to be seen on the road. You would never want to see that on a road. You wouldn't feel safe behind it. I think I'm going to stick with the out of cab view approach. It just seems to be much easier. I try not to be so zoomed out though. I might see if I can make it a bit neater at the end. It's just, for the time being, I want to get everything on, and they're only going down the road. Oh, I'm at risk of pushing them off. Let's just leave it. So we have 4 left, is it? That was very quick. Seriously fast stacking. I don't think we'll be able to sell any of these because we are going to need them for the power food. But if we do find out that we have too many, then of course we can just sell them. But they're not worth much. If you wrap them, interestingly, if you do wrap them, you get so much more money. But you'd have to have a square bale wrapper. I think the price for a round bale, if it's just hay, it's about £200 roughly, maybe 300. And if it's a wrapped bale, it can be like £1,000 or £1,200. So it makes a huge difference. And now the final 2, before we strap everything on and make it nice and neat. I don't think I've ever played this map in the dark before. A lot of people, a lot of my viewers say, play at least some of the episode in the dark because it makes it more realistic. And I do try to, but sometimes it's just easier to skip the night time because obviously then you get the milk bonus from your cows if you got any, and also the crops will grow faster as well. That's the time I usually get the crops to grow. I think the crops do still grow in the night time. There was an issue with it in FS15, and there was a mod to fix it. But I'm pretty sure in 17 they do still grow when it's dark. Unless I'm just imagining it, which is a possibility. Right, there we go. That's those 4 done on the back. Strap those on. I'll try and neaten up the middle. Yeah, it doesn't need anything too dramatic. And because I've strapped them, it might have actually locked it in place. Oh no, that's alright. Try and nudge this one as well. Nudge it at the front. It doesn't look very good, but it will do. There we go. Straps. There we go. Good, right. Okay, so back to the yard, where we'll just park all this up. We're not going to do anything with it today. And then, I think really, until we can actually sell the silage, there isn't a great deal more for us to do. But that is this field finished. We've actually been very productive with this field because we've got most of it as silage. That's where most of our money is coming from. And then of course the bit in the middle is the hay, which we're also going to use for power food. Now, I should probably think of this from the trailer behind's point of view. Where should we turn? I think either way it's going to get... Oh, look at that. Either way it's going to get stuck. I bet that never manages to get out of there without getting stuck. It'll be interesting to see. There we go. It's stuck. It's a tough one. Because that is a pretty long trailer. I think it is the longest of the 2. Got to get the angle right. Could try out some more of the IC. Front window. Oh, it gets louder if you open the window. I should use it more often because it is really realistic. I always love interactive control in a tractor. And I think really for the time being we'll just put the hay bales back where they were. The forecast is for sun, so we shouldn't get any rain to get it damp. Whoa, that is some serious driving. Let's just leave it there. And we'll put this in the shed just down here. The lights have been switched on the barn. We'll shut the back window. That's that one done, and the front one as well. Good. Let's finish. Can you shut them from the outside? Oh, you can. Wow, that is good. What do you press? R. Yeah, that is a very good mod. I do like it a lot. We'd better turn the engine off on the Massey Ferguson as well, and then we're going to call it a day. Good. The cows will be envious seeing this trailer of hay. But that is it for today. Thank you for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again soon. Bye for now.